Anytime you get the ball inside of Oberholzer, he's 6'7", 250 pounds. You have a mismatch.
For Gaithersburg, Joey Woodward is out, and back in the ball game, the starter, the sophomore Ben Barnhart, is a guard. At the line, Oberholzer, the big, bulky forward center for the Cougars at 6'5", 250, misses his first one. And also for Gaithersburg, Paul Forner continues his substitution. Phil Bellman back in along with Dan Harris, two starters there. Oberholzer has another free throw coming. A lot of bulk in this lineup for both teams, with Oberholzer and Klein down low banging the boards for Quince Orchard, and then Bellman and Harris, the two stocky forwards for Gaithersburg Sporting Crew Cuts. 11-11 our score. We're tied. Oberholzer trying to break the tie, and he does. He rolls his second foul shot in. It's 12-11. Quince Orchard with a 1-point lead at the 6.5-minute mark in the half. Gaithersburg trying to break the Cougar full court press. Dugan has the ball, working in the back end with Barnhart. Up court right to Hawkins, now to Dugan, down the lane. Layup shot is good. Great move by Dugan, who faked the pass as he was hanging in midair. Gives them a 1-point lead at 13-12.
Tommy Dugan, a quarterback on the JV football team also.
That's right. Pritchett, right baseline jumper blocked from behind by Dugan. It's loose in the court. It goes out of bounds. It's going to go with Gaithersburg. Pritchett is still scoreless, and he's getting 27 a game. Oh, he has 2.
Pritchett has, actually, Doug, Pritchett has 4 points in the ball game.
I'm sorry, it's not by me there. Well, anyway, I'd say he's off the scoring pace, but I've seen him hit some torrid streaks, though.
He's a streaky shooter, Doug. He can get 10 or 12 in a row.
Oh, absolutely. Inside and outside. Gaithersburg ball. Baseline feed to Bellman. Drives the baseline. Shot bothered by Pritchett, and Pritchett gets the rebound on the miss. 5:48 to go in the half. A 1-point Cougar lead. Pritchett, full court drive. Layup is no good. It's short. Rebounded by Dan Harris of Gaithersburg.
Pritchett has to be careful, Doug, not to get frustrated, because that's what's happening to him right now. Gaithersburg has him frustrated. That was a bad shot.
Barnhart to Dugan on the right side of the zone defense of Quince Orchard. Working the ball around the outside. Once again, Gaithersburg looking better than we've ever seen them this year. Hawkins, deep jumper for 3. It's good from the left side. Hawkins makes it a 16-12 Gaithersburg lead. Our first 3-point shot, actually second one of the night that's good. Both of them coming from Gaithersburg. I think Hawkins has them both.
Certainly does. Hawkins has 6 points in the game, Doug. He's the only senior on the floor right now.
Prather penetrates for Quince Orchard. Jumper is no good from the right side of the circle. He forced that one against the Gaithersburg zone defense. 5 minutes to go in the half. Gaithersburg by 4. They have the ball. Harris has the ball baseline, goes around Oberholzer out of the trap, and he dribbles the ball off his own leg out of bounds. It'll be Quince Orchard basketball at the 4:52 mark, first half.
Gaithersburg, Doug, hanging tough with 4 sophomores in the ball game and a senior. Very young ball club hanging right with Quince Orchard. Actually, they have the lead by 4.
Prather to Pritchett on the left side. Pritchett way up top on the wing. Baseline feed to Klein. Jumper is good. It rolls in. I've never seen the ball roll so well. Actually, that's Ambrossi on the bucket. Never seen the ball roll so well in these Quince Orchard Cougar rims. 4.5 to go in the half. A 2-point game. Gaithersburg by 2. They break the Cougar press again. Nicely done. Several passes. Patient and calm. Left to right. Hawkins for 3 for Gaithersburg. It's no good. Rebounded by Pritchett of the Cougars. He runs a break. Down the middle. Down the left side to Ambrossi. Picked off by Barnhart of Gaithersburg. Lead pass to a driving Hawkins, who lays it in. 18-14, Gaithersburg by 4 at the 4:05 mark in the first half.
Craig Hawkins really come to life here in the second quarter. Had 5 points.
Prather to Oberholzer, who jumps out left side of the zone to help out the big guy. Ambrossi is playing the post now for Quince Orchard. Pritchett has the ball up top right, and he really is. Well, Gaithersburg's taking him out of rhythm. They may be playing a box and 1 on him. Watch him, Mike. See if
they are playing a box 1. Hawkins has a man-to-man. Another turnover.
Gaithersburg steals the ball from Quince Orchard on an inlet pass in the zone, and coming up with a steal was Dugan of Gaithersburg. Now Gaithersburg ball. Barnhart running the point to Dugan right. Baseline right to Harris. He's trapped. Up top to Dugan. To Bellman in the pivot. Left to Hawkins. Jumper is good. Craig Hawkins having a great first half shooting the ball. It's a 6-point Gaithersburg lead at the 3:15 mark in the first half.
But you know what Gaithersburg is doing so well, Doug? They're making the Quince Orchard zone move and chase the basketball. Anytime you do that, you're going to get open jump shot.
Oberholzer on the dribble drive for Quince Orchard. Misses, gets his own rebound, and follows and scores. Well, I've never seen Jerry Oberholzer move like that before. He was really aggressive with the ball. Gaithersburg breaks the press again. Dugan, baseline left to Bellman, and he caps it off with a short jumper. It's a 6-point Trojan lead at 2:48 to play in the first half. As expected, I think, Mike, we're having a good game. This looked to be an evenly matched game coming in, despite the record difference.
Doug, I tell you, if Gaithersburg can win a couple more games, Paul Thornton gets my vote for Coach of the Year because he's done one heck of a job with this team.
Oberholzer bricks a jumper off the glass, rebounded by Harris of Gaithersburg. To Barnhart, down court right to Harris, to Hawkins rather. To Harris in the lane, his jumper's good, Danny Harris. Looks like Chris Mullen out there with a crew cut, and he shot like him too, but this time with the right hand, and it makes Ed Davis call a timeout. An 8-point Gaithersburg lead at the 2:16 mark, and the WINX crowd will take a Chevyland timeout while we stay tuned on MCPS Cable 52. We'll be right back, WINX.
Doug, you have to.
All right, for the MCPS Channel 52 crowd, on a 2-minute break for the radio side of the simulcast. And Mike, what were you going to say?
I tell you, I'm overly impressed with the Gaithersburg Ball Club and the job that Paul Thornton has done. I mean, they're playing with, they're just oozing with confidence tonight. They're hitting all types of shot playing, great defense. They have Jamel Pritchard frustrated with Gadget's defense. Craig Hawkins, good senior leadership. I tell you, the team looks real good.
Mike, what's some quick stats? You got any totals for us?
Craig Hawkins has 8 points in the ball game. Rather, he has 10 points to lead all scorers. Tom Dugan has 6. Dan Harris has 2. Phil Bellman 2. And Ramon Holmes has 4 for Quince Orchard. For Gaithersburg, rather. And for Quince Orchard, Tony Mensah has 3. Jerry Oberholzer has 3. Jamel Pritchett, the leading scorer, has 6 points. Pete Ambrosi off the bench for 2 points. And Mike Klein is off the bench for 2 points.
Once again, you're listening to a radio television simulcast on MCPS Channel 52, actually watching it. I'm so used to radio watching it. And this is a tape delay from January 31st to Friday. We'll have a whole month's schedule worth of basketball for you on MCPS Channel 52 in conjunction with WINX Radio. And we'll let you know when those times and dates will be. And keep your eye on the Washington Post broadcast section every day in the Post. And next broadcast Wednesday and Thursday with a replay of Watkins Miller Kennedy. Open up our timeout period here. We have in the basketball game we have Chin in the basketball game right now. Artie Chin for Quince Orchards, 24-16, Gaithersburg with the lead and the ball. Bellman up top of the circle now to Ben Barnhart. Barnhart will work it on the right-hand side to Remmers in the basketball game. Jeff Remmers in the game for Gaithersburg for the first time. 1:42 to play in the half. Remmers on the right wing. Quince Orchard playing his zone. Dugan loses the ball on the left wing, trapped by Oberholzer. He's in trouble. Looked like he double dribbled, but the official, I don't know if they missed it or not. But Dugan drives the lane and he's fouled.
Tommy Dugan playing like a man possessed. He blocked Tony Mensah's shot on the other end of the court. He comes down here, gets a drive to the basket, and he's fouled, and they go to the free throw line.
At the free throw line is Tommy Dugan. Should be live here, Cat. On the radio side. Nope. 24-16 our score. Gaithersburg in the lead at 1:33 to go in the first half. And his first one is good. Tom Dugan, the sophomore, having a good game running the point. He's really done a nice job.
Tony Dugan's a player of the future for Gaithersburg, a very heady sophomore.
Actually, he's probably played more wing tonight than point, but he and Barnhart have been switching off from time to time. And he rolls his second one in 26-16 now. Gaithersburg 10-point lead. Artie Chin has the ball for the Cougars at the 1.5-minute mark. Chin is trapped by 2 Trojans. Cross-court left to Oberholzer. Baseline right feed to Pritchett, stolen by Gaithersburg's Danny Harris.
Good rotation by Danny Harris in the back of the defense to pick it off.
Barnhart, the sophomore, with the ball. On the right-hand side to Jeff Remmers. Swinging left to Dugan. Out of Harris on the baseline left at the 1:05 mark in the first half. 26-16, Gaithersburg by 10. Both teams have 14 fouls in the first half. 3 to go for the bonus, and we have a steal by Quince Orchards. Oberholzer, Ambrossi on the dribble drive and caps off the break. That's his 4th point of the night at the 52nd mark in the first half. A 8-point Gaithersburg lead. And once again, Gaithersburg breaks the full court press. Remmers now throws the ball up top to Ben Barnhart. Looks like Quince Orchard's going to a half-court trap. And Rossi on the steal. We have a foul against Ben Barnhart, the sophomore of Gaithersburg, against Pete Ambrosi. 34 seconds to play first half. 26-18, Gaithersburg has the lead.
Rossi doing a good job with guard defense out front.
Oberholzer will inbound the ball in the back end, just beyond half court for Quince Orchard. They're down 8 now. Artie Chin will take over the point. Point guard's been a problem this year for Quince Orchard. They haven't really found anybody up there. Really done a nice job, but Prather's done a nice job so far. Brasi was trapped momentarily. Now clears it out to Pritchett. Gaithersburg's going to a half-court trapping defense. Pritchett to Chin.
Pritchett's really
17 seconds to go now. Quince Orchard's going for the last shot. Down 8. 10 seconds to play. Larry Hurd in the game for the Cougars. Has the ball in the left wing. Dombrowski. Corner jumper is no good from Pete Dombrowski. Rebound Gaithersburg at 2 seconds to play. Harris will not get a final shot off to close out our first half. At the end of one half of play. On the Chevyland basketball simulcast on WNX Radio at NCPS Channel 52. Tape delay, cable TV. It's Gaithersburg 26, Quince Orchard 18. We'll be right back with our halftime show after this timeout.
This